This morning, I'm emceeing at the launch of a Disney series. Kia and the Mabotja Heroes. This is what is launching today at Joy Jozi, my favorite adult-friendly kids venue. So it's only appropriate, and it's Koki and I's first time at an event together. So it's quite exciting. I'm emceeing, and we are going to be here for the morning for brunch. We're going to get to watch something exclusive. It's going to be coming to you soon. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. I'm about to welcome everybody, encourage them to take pictures, videos, do hashtags. I don't see the hash. Oh, here's the hashtag. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Are we awake this Sunday? I can't hear you. Good morning. Guys, if you're going to loaf church, you must loaf for this place. Other than that, you don't have an excuse, nah? We are worshiping here at Joy Jozi this morning, and for a really, really good reason. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Relebogile. I'm going to be your host for this morning, and it feels like coming home to Joy Jozi because my son had his second birthday party here not so long ago, but also I'm back with my other family, and that is Disney, who are doing such fantastic things by getting African storytelling out to the world. So welcome to each and every one of you to the launch event of Kia and the Mabotja Heroes! For me, as a formerly little brown girl, it is important that our little brown girls and boys get to see characters that look like them in on Disney platforms. When I was growing up, I couldn't understand why I didn't have long Barbie doll hair, because that was all that was there, that was available to us. So my mom, who's here as well, bought me a doll. There were only white dolls available at the time. And it was just a bit taller than me. But we called her Sintaulele. But how nice is it that now we get to be exposed to characters that don't just look like us, that our little kids can look up to, but also have the names that we have. So it is so exciting for Kia and the Mabotja Heroes. This is Disney Junior's brand new series.
Just use only your 4 fingers, except your thumbs, and you just rumble like this. Aha! So now it is down. You know the name of the drum, and you know what you're going to do with it. So now we're going to start in rhythm, and you guys just feel free to play anything. All right? Are you guys ready? Yeah. Are you guys ready?
So we are shooting some content. We're going to do an interview before I have to be back on stage to start the formal proceedings. Little man is falling apart. Shame. The meltdown is quarter to nap time.
Alright, so I'm one of the past managers, and I jump into the kitchen and help out whenever they need me to, like this morning to help you guys. We've got a bean stew going on over here. We've also got a Mabotja that we prepared for you guys. We also have a few sweets that are coming out, a few pastries that will be coming out. What I'm looking forward to people experiencing most here is having a good time. I want the kids to enjoy themselves, and I want Disney to have a successful release.
The Disney character I'm channeling with my outfit. I'm manifesting for the future a story I'm gonna write for the African black child, and they don't have to have superpowers. They're just awesome as they are, and that's the character. Watch the space. In 5 years' time, Disney, watch. The character's coming. Koki's outfit for today is channeling the character, which is going to prove to everybody that you don't have to be extraordinary to be important. You're important as you are. Because I think sometimes in many stories, people have to be extraordinary. They have to have a superpower. They have to have a something. And you don't have to have that thing. You can just be you, and that on itself is sufficient. And that's his character coming to Disney in 2027.
This is Disney Junior's newest adventure for all ages. This year in particular has been a celebration of creators and animation at Disney. Just a few months ago, we launched Disney Plus's original anthology series, Kizazi Moto Generation 5, featuring storytelling and creators from 6 countries across the continent. August saw the launch of KIF on Disney Channel, also by South African creators. And in the not too distant future, Disney Plus welcomes Iwaji, a one-of-its-kind collaboration between Lagos-based Kigali Animation Studios and Disney Plus, that's the Disney Animation Studios. This is truly an incredible time for homegrown talent, and we're so proud to be sharing today with you and Kia as part of this exciting Africa-led lineup. The series was conceptualized right here in South Africa by Mark Day, Kelly Dillon, and Mabotja.
Are you guys ready to see the people behind the characters? Do you want to meet the voices? As faces and voices, but more faces and voices. Give it up for Dinao Detroit, who plays the voice of Kia! And then let's meet the voice of Daddy Joe, Kia's dad, Bob Makosa. And then we have the voice of Kia's grandmother, Gogo Flo. We all have that Gogo, ne? She's strict, but she's nice. And we have secrets with Gogo that our moms don't know, ne?
I just love that duality, the fact that she didn't have to be one thing or the other thing. She could be both things. And that kind of really sparked this inspiration to create this character, this lovely South African character that can inspire kids all over the world to just be whoever they want to be.
Let's try that again. Thank you so much. We're just checking you're awake and the pop didn't make you sleep. So, Kelly, how did you and Mark now conceptualize the story of Kia, and why this concept? Because what Mark is saying is relevant to all of us, even as parents. We live this dual world, right? Sometimes you go to the office and you polish your English for your peers, and then you come home, you're like, Charlie! We all live in a dual world. But how do you take this concept and inspiration and actually say, let's now make it a story that's going to be great for kids to watch, and also not annoying for parents to listen to while we're cooking? The 7th time we're watching it.
Yeah, thanks for that question. Well, as Mark explained, we had this idea for a really wonderful, wholesome, well-rounded character. And the next thing that came after that is to give her a world to live in and exist in. And so we created Mabotja, and we gave her a couple friends. And really we brought inspiration from Southern Africa. And it was very important for us to represent a superhero character that was of color, and she was female, and she was kick-ass, and she loved pink. And we hadn't really seen
What she meant to say was kick bums. She's a kick bums character. Okay?
She likes to kick bums, but she loves pink. And we thought it was such a fresh idea. We hadn't seen anything like that. We have young daughters, and we thought, what is the type of show that we would like our kids to watch, our daughters specifically, where they can be empowered to be just awesome and anything they want to be. And fortunately, this idea came about at the time of the Story Lab, which was an initiative run by Disney and Triggerfish Animation Studios. And so we entered this idea that we'd come up with, and through a lot of help from a lot of different people, a huge global village, the show was born.
I'm now going to ask Tsepo. Bonjour.
Ça va?
Ça va bien, merci, et toi?
Ça va, merci.
Ah, bien, bien, bien. If you're wondering why I'm greeting her in français, because je parle un petit français,
Moi aussi.
mainly anglais, is because you actually were working as a consultant with the French animation and production teams. So how difficult is it navigating that space? I mean, you've just come fresh off Kizazi Moto, which was your story was your story. Now you're working with an international team. There's something truly African about how we are that you will never find anywhere else in the world. So how do you connect that savant with your?
With a lot of help. No, I'll definitely start by giving a big shout out to E1 and Hasbro team in France who were really, really dedicated and open to making sure that this was a really authentic series. And I think it's very much evident in our stars standing in front of us right now and our local voices voicing local characters, which is really great. So the room was a lot of people in the room, a lot of consulting, a lot of reference pictures, a lot of investigating and interviewing a lot of different people. But it was really just about drawing from what we all know and love from our country and personally from our families. So again, representation really, really mattered to us. And we wanted to make sure that our characters, our world was relatable, that you guys could recognize it, recognize the characters in yourselves, whether you're a boy or a girl. You know, everybody can be a Kia in their own way. Everybody's a Motsi, everybody's a J. Everybody can kick butt like Go-Go Flow and cook.
Kick bum, kick bum.
I said butt. I said butt. PG. I'm a mother too. You know, and cook like Daddy Joe. So everybody on the team was really dedicated to making sure that it was an authentic story, from the music to the characters to the adventures that they go on, to the world that they exist in, to also some of the issues that the kids face. We did try to localize it in a certain way, and hopefully you also feel some of our culture coming through in how they interact with each other.
That sounds absolutely brilliant, and that is the way that we're going to get African stories out there, through great collaborations and partnerships, because we are wanting our stories to live on the global stage. Dinero girl, you is a superstar! Give it up for Kia! All right, Dinero, tell us about the audition process, because, you know, it's not like you can just rely on standing in front of the camera and looking cute.
I started here when I was 10 years old, so that was already 2 years ago. I went for an audition at a small studio, and I stood in front of a microphone, and I saw like a little screening of like the rough drawings, and I got so nervous, and I'm like, what if I forget my lines? What if I can't read it properly? And I did the audition for Motsi, Prima Donna, and Kia. So I got a call back for Prima Donna, but then they kind of thought that that wasn't really me. So they called me back for Kia, and I got the part as Kia. And when I found out that I got Kia, I couldn't believe it, because I've always wanted to be an actor, and it's always been my dream. And now it's come true, and I'm with all these amazing people here today.
So all of our budding young superstars, one thing you need to know, sometimes when it comes to acting, you might audition for multiple roles, and they switch you around, and they train you a little bit, and they see. But what's meant to be was, you were meant to have the role of Kia, so congratulations. I'm so excited for what your career is going to. I mean, already she's like, you know, when I was 10. Girl, I was 12 now. When I was young, my first gig on Disney. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Your future is bright, and you're in fantastic hands. So another superstar, you may know him from some other phenomenal series. Oba Bongo Kosa. Baba. Baba ke mopedi ke re tshobela. So
It's interesting because, just like Dineo, you know, I came in for a different role 2 years ago, and it was just a creative process of fitting me into the right place. And yeah, I think playing Kia's dad was what we settled with, and I was comfortable with it, with Daddy Joe. For me, it was more of an exercise of range, because I had been in we don't want to talk about it, but the guy plays a bad guy. So it was just say like, hey, I'm busy playing this guy. Is there a part in me that can, play another guy, or a softer kind of character? And what's interesting was that whenever we're in studio recording with David and Kerry, the famous word was always bigger, make it bigger. So it also taught me like the kids are a different audience, and your delivery and your style and everything that you do has to be kind of tailored for this market. So a high is not a high, it's a hi. Living in that world for a bit and creating the work that we did, I'm super happy about it, yeah. And congrats to all of you guys for this amazing work.
Listen, I love what you're saying about playing diverse characters. I had the opposite problem. I want to be the bad guy. I never get cast. And they're like, you're too sweet, man. I'm like, you don't know me. I think it's beautiful. It actually got me thinking about, I don't know if you have a theater background, but those that have done children's theater, it's so similar in that everything has to be bigger and you can't rely on your body to act it, really sitting in your voice. But Kenyu and I worked together many years ago in the theater, so it's so great to be here together again. You play Gogo Flo, yes. Kia's grandmother. Now, one of the themes in the series that Mark already spoke about is duality. So this idea that children can be different things all at once. Why do you think this is such an important message for young people?
I think the organic nature of being a human being requires us to be more than one thing. And we can't run away from that. And the more we grow, the more we realize this. For example, I'm a child, I'm a sister, I'm a mom, and all these different aspects of my life, or rather dimensions of my life, require different offerings. So I think it's important for children to grow up with this understanding that it is, in fact, natural to be more than one thing. It's not something that is off or something that maybe is a construct, but it's just natural. It is who we are, and it's important that we raise our children with this so that they embrace that and they start dreaming around that space and extending themselves around those spaces and that understanding. So I think it's a beautiful thing that we started early. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I think very important message to all the parents around duality. We have a tendency to use certain language now. When I was told, when I was this, but we really are all things. Sometimes you can have it. No, this is my little one. This is my Kia superhero. And I think the duality thing is so important. It speaks to the language we use. It speaks to what becomes socially acceptable. You can do one thing and still be a good kid. You can do another thing, still be, all encompassing. Tumelo, another one of our young superstars. Give her a big round of applause.
One of the most fun things about playing as prima donna was that, one, it was my first time, and obviously I was nervous. I was also very excited to bring life to my own character. And another thing is that prima donna is quite funny. Yeah. Right? So sometimes I'll giggle in studios before my line, and yeah.
Thank you so much. Give her a big round of applause. You're another one who'll be like, when I was 8 years old, on my 7th gig.
So it's basically a wrap. We're gonna get some artwork done. We've kind of sampled everything here. We're gonna get a goodie bag. I can't wait to open because Disney always comes through with it. And then, we're gonna be here for a little bit before we have to rush home because I'm packing for a flight to go to Cape Town. So this was so fun, and more events, man, that are kid-friendly, that are family outing, that are outdoors. It's spring. It is a few days away from my birthday, so I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good vibe. Let's get it.